Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to be looking at this. This is the TV show Spirit Riding Free. Now, this is loosely based on a film revolving around this wild horse Spirit. It is not connected. The film is very much a drama where you're following this horse, and it's very, I wouldn't say it's more pure, it's more period accurate, more noticing of his connection with the Native Americans and that kind of way. Theme. This is a TV show involving the same horse, completely different situation. Its main focus is this young girl by the name of Prue. She's come out from living, I think, in Boston, basically East Coast, to live in this frontier town with her dad. She'd gone back when she was a little girl after her mother died. Her mother was, I think, a Native American, or at least part Native American. And she comes, and this is kind of her adventures with her friends, which are, her name is, of course, her name is Lucky. And then, let me bring up the IMDb page. This is all 4 seasons. So her name is Lucky Prescott, and then she has her friend Abigail Stone, which is Abby, and then Prue Granger, which is an African-American friend of hers as well. And so, and then of course you have her father, Jim Prescott, her aunt Cora, and then eventually I believe her teacher, Ms. Flores, and there's a few other, there's Marcella, who's kind of the town bully, Snipes Stone, which is, I think, just a little boy, kind of just, and various other characters that come into play. So, again, they're not, this is definitely focused on teenage and preteen girls who are horse crazy. So, it's not connected to the film. A lot of the criticism has to do with people who are expecting it to be like the film. It's like, no. This is a TV series by DreamWorks, animated, focused. Its target demographic is preteen, teenage, horse crazy girls. So I actually originally got this for my daughter because she was kind of horse crazy, because one of the first words she was able to say was Nene. For the longest time, she had a few words. She is speech delayed. That is disappearing. She now cannot be quiet. By the time you see this, she will be 4. She is 3 now. This is March. When I'm filming this, she is a chatterbox now. We still have difficulty understanding her. But moving on, this is one of the first DVD series that I got for her. Now, this is the entire 4 seasons of this. So there are different adventures of these 3 girls, from horses giving birth to Prue dealing with her aunt who's there to civilize her, to her grandfather coming to visit and his issues with his son, and Prue not being, or Lucky not being a proper lady. Now, is this historically accurate whatsoever? No. African Americans would not, even in the frontier, would not be interacting. There's still going to be issues going on, particularly since her father kind of runs the railroad. So they're like upper class. So yeah, there would be class divides that are not shown. Not to mention clothing. You're seeing the girls in pants. No. Even in the Old West, no. Not gonna happen. So keep that in mind. This is not historically accurate. It's a fun TV show of these girls going on adventures with their horses, who, yes, have personalities. They don't talk, but they have personalities. They talk in their own way, but they're not speaking in words. They interact like horses. So it's fun. I'm gonna check to see how long these episodes. It's been a while since we've watched them. Let's see if I can pull this up. How long some of the episodes are here. I'll just click on one. Is it going to tell me how long these episodes? About 23 minutes. So these are not very long. Again, they're fun. So they're only about 23 minutes. So they're under a half an hour. They're fun if your kids are really interested in horses, particularly girl or female presenting, horse crazy, looking for some basically girl power kind of thing. Not in the negative sense. These girls are very smart, they're very strong. They also show their feminine side, dressing in dresses, wanting to be girls, but also being strong and adventurous. That's kind of what this series is about. They're fun. Definitely my daughter, even though I bought these for her, no, not the age range. Elementary, maybe, because the girls are a little boy crazy at times. Again, I think they're, trying to think how old they are. I think they're about 12 or 13 would be my guess. It's been a while, of the age range of these girls. So definitely teenagers, preteens, maybe even tweens would be interested in this thing. Again, there's not really much educational stuff. It's just fun. It's a fun TV series, very, very harmless, as is typical of these severe similar. I've covered the My Little Pony. They have messages. There's always positive messages of believing in yourself and teamwork and friendship and trusting people and stuff like that. And people are all different, and yes, there's paint on my hands. I was painting today. So that's but that is the kind of basis for this series. I do recommend it. I do enjoy it. My daughter is very much obsessed with Peppa Pig these days, so I don't know if that will change by the time you see this. I'm not counting on it. So that's the end of this review. If you like what you see, be sure to check out the rest of the channel. I cover a bunch of stuff. Sometimes I think I was trying to cover some of the Old West, though I did end up covering the railroad children, which wasn't what I thought it was. You can check that out. Covering some mystery films this season. I'm covering a bunch of book series this year in 2023. Covered The Princess Diaries. I did Tamora Pierce. I'll talk about girl power. I did both the Lioness Rampant, or that's the Song of Lioness, and the Immortals Quartet. I previously covered The Circles Opens and the Circle of Magic, as well as the Will of the Empress. Those have been covered. Then I switched into the Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Right now, what you should be seeing, you're either going to be seeing Ellie Finkel, which I'm working on right now, or we've gone back to Catherine Lasky. I'm finishing off her Wolf series, which is what's going on this winter. Then I'll switch into the Polar Bears. Once that's done, I'm doing the Animorphs next year. Not the entire series, just 3 graphic novels. That's all I can get a hold of. I tried. I can't get a hold of the rest of them. Then I'm doing In Depth with Anne of Green Gables. Then I'm going to the Boxcar Children, and then I'm actually going to look at the Wings of Fire series. So that is what's upcoming, along with covering African American History Month, Asian and Jewish American History Month. I covered vaccines this year. I covered unicorns this year. Yeah, I do that. So a bunch of stuff that has been covered. I didn't cover Irish in March. I don't know what I'm doing with next April. I haven't figured that out yet. Hey, I'm still messing around with January. And of course, I always cover African American History Month in February, which just finished, which is still shocking. This is the very, very beginning of March. So, like and subscribe, leave a positive comment if you have one. Thank you.